Hey everyone, welcome back to Your Best Flow. This is Roland, and this is the second episode of the third season. So we've done quite a few episodes now, and picking up nice momentum with this channel, which is fantastic. We've already got 100 downloads, so I love that the fact that people are loving my stuff and are finding it helpful. That's the most important thing. This must help people, otherwise there's no point, right? There's no point in listening to me, but nothing's helping. So I'm very happy to know that a lot of my stuff are helping people and changing their days for the better. All right. So in this episode, we'll elaborate a little bit more on an episode I did a while ago called Try Meditating with a Book. It really works. Okay, so in the last episode, when we spoke about meditating with a book, the reason for that episode was basically to learn how your mind and emotions function. In what way do they move? All right, and once you know how they work and how they move, then you can stop that irritating production line that's keeping you back in your life. Basically the self-sabotaging thoughts, any thoughts that really is working against you, any emotions that working against you. When you wake up in the morning, are you feeling the emotions that you want to feel, or are you feeling emotions that is keeping you in bed, that's giving you anxiety, depression, whatever? All right, there's a reason why your thoughts are coming back at certain times of the day, and just irritating you, when you least don't want it, basically. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to demonstrate a little bit more in this episode, just a bit more practical, so you can actually put this into action. All right. In the last episode, we spoke a little bit about it and some practicalities, but here I actually want to demonstrate. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to find a nice, comfortable place where we can sit with our back straight upright. Okay, you can sit on a comfortable chair, and you can put your back on a rest, but just make sure that your head is not resting on anything. Okay, and once your position is right and you're sitting comfortably, I just want you to take a few breaths, just nice deep breaths. Just relax, get your body to relax. It's all about feeling relaxed first. All right, you want to feel relaxed, because otherwise your mind will just jump around in all kinds of places. All right, make noise. Once you are relaxed, then I want you to bring your attention on your mind. Remember, you need to have your little book next to you, all right, your little notepad with a pen. Okay, but before we get to the notepad, I want you to just bring your attention to the drama in your mind, all right? Just notice what's happening there, all right? If something's happening, just notice it. If nothing's happening, just notice it. What we want to do is we want to get our mind to calm down all the way where there's no content in your mind. You can just see what's in front of you clearly. We do this because we want to stop the production line of your thought patterns, right? So, the only way that we can do this, and you cannot do anything else until you've done this right, how your mind works is the only way you can calm down your thought patterns, the content running around in your mind, is if you bring an acceptance into your reality. Meaning, accept everything that you can perceive right now. Accept everything in your mind. Accept your body. Accept the life around you. Everything, the good, the bad, whatever. Just accept it into your life right now. Bring it into ease. Okay? Zero resistance. If you don't like the fact that someone, cheated on you, accept that. Just bringing it into acceptance. Relax on it. Try to put your attention on it with no resistance. When you do this, your mind will start slowly calming down. Okay. Another few breaths. Take your pen, write it down. If it doesn't want to calm down, write it down in your book. Okay. My boyfriend cheated on me, just as an example. All right. Just as an example. So, what happens is when you bring an acceptance over your thoughts, your emotions also start to calm down. So, if you don't enjoy the anxiety that's happening right now because your boyfriend cheated on you, what what happens is your because of the resistance, it doesn't stop. It just picks up the momentum. And I'm sure you've noticed this before, where the cycle just gets stronger and stronger the more you focus on it with resistance. But if you bring your attention on it with acceptance, even if it doesn't change the situation in the outside world, it will change the inner situation. It will calm you down. Okay. So you can control how you feel regardless of the outside world. And I'm just showing you how to do that because most people don't know how to do that. Right. They are just reacting to the compulsiveness of this world and it's destroying people. So, first thing, bring an acceptance over everything that you can perceive, your mind, your body, your emotions, your life around you, everything. Keep practicing this until you can literally just sit in one place for a little while, okay? Few minutes. If you can sit in one place with no psychological drama going on, all right? Just still, like a frog on a rock, all right? Just sit still and have no drama running around. Once you get to this point, you have stopped the production line that's been bothering you. This might take a few days, all right? It might take a few weeks, depending on how strong it is, okay? If your mom just died, all right, this might take a little bit longer because it's very intense, all right? You need to handle it. You need to work on that acceptance, all right? The reality of what happened. But if it's just, you lost a favorite toy or whatever, someone stole your cell phone, it might just take a few days. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So, when you when you've come to this point where you can just sit and relax, all right, just enjoy the fact that you are alive and that nothing's going on. All right, you've stopped the production line of your thoughts and your emotions. Now, what you do is you think about something that you want to think about and feel at that very moment. So, for example, I used to wake up with a lot of anxiety. Okay. So, waking up is a perfect time to feel an emotion and a thought the way you want. Okay. Because just imagine this for a second. If you woke up and an emotion and thought hit you, one that you wanted to feel at that particular moment, the way your morning will turn out will be fantastic. Do you think if your morning is fantastic, you will have a bad day at work? Even if shit's going around, even if there's havoc at work. If you're feeling fantastic, your day at work will be much better, much more productive than when you are feeling horrible, all right? When you don't like the way you feel. And sometimes the way you feel, need not be true. You can think about zombies and dragons, and that can upset you in the morning, and you don't know how to get rid of it, and you just want to get rid of it, but you're resisting it, therefore, it just keeps cycles around. So, what you create in your mind and your emotions, you can create whatever you want. Okay, it's like a cloud. You can create a tree, you can create a fish, you can create whatever you want. So, by thinking about a thought that you want to think about and feel at a particular moment, let's say the morning, for example, okay, you are sitting now in the morning, you have brought your mind to a calm, relaxed state, you have stopped the production line of your anxiety and your thought patterns, and now you're going to think about a thought that you want to think about. So let's take an example. Let's say, um, I'll take one of my examples. Let's say I want to get a task done. All right. I want to get a task done. that will help me with the success of my life, help me with the success of my business, or help me with the success of my health and fitness or whatever, all right, I will think about how I am completing that task and that I've completed that task and how I am solving that problem, all right. I am doing it and completing it in my mind, okay. The success of completing that task, I'm feeling in my emotions. All right. The joy of completing that task because the results is what I really want. So now I'm thinking about it and I'm taking my pen and I'm writing down the time, the thought, the emotion, and write a little bit more detail so you can really feel it. Okay. Because the more intense you feel it, remember, the faster it will start forming that cycle and coming around. So once you've lightly touched on that thought, okay, don't touch on it with too much like pressure and resistance because then your mind will just start going all over the place again. Keep your relaxed state and lightly touch on the thought. Okay, so when you touch on it, keep your attention on it for as long as you can. Okay, just keep your attention on it. Feel the emotion. When the thought starts going away slowly, because it will just peter away because it's not used to being there, right? Just touch it on it again. It's kind of like putting on the flashlight and just lighting something quickly and then putting it off. When you touch on the thought, all of a sudden your emotion intensifies again just a little bit. Okay? It's like adding more syrup to something. You're intensifying it. All right. So you just keep your attention on it for as long as you can. Okay. And then write everything in your book. The next morning you do it exactly the same time and you do it again. Sit down, bring yourself to a calm state, stop the production line of your psychological drama, okay? Bring it down because you might still get a bit of anxiety again, depending on how strong that cycle is that you try to stop. But you know what to do. Just sit down, relax, bring everything into acceptance until you are in a calm and relaxed state, until the production line is stopped. And then you look at your thought, you feel your emotion, keep your attention on it. And this might take a few days, but once you keep your attention on this at that specific time and you generate a strong enough emotion, what will happen is the in a few days the thought will start to come around at that specific time without your effort. All right. Can you see how this will start benefiting you? If you woke up and you felt what you want to feel and you thought what you want to think, if that makes sense. Sorry for my English grammar. But your mornings will be very different. If you wake up happy, you will start your day happy. It will just continue on. All right. Providing you keep your attention on that emotion. If you want to feel that emotion for as long as possible, try and keep your attention on it. You'll struggle a bit in the first few days, but as you practice this, you'll see when you keep your attention on it, your anxiety just dissipates like thin air. I swear this works so well. All right. Once you've got once you've brought everything into acceptance, it is so easy to keep your attention on an emotion and a thought and just really even if you're just thinking about bugs and bees, and pretty flowers. It might not be real right now, it might be snowing 3 meters where you are living right now and there's no flowers, but just by thinking about it and feeling it, it doesn't have to be real. But if you have a good emotion, the things that you do in your day will be different. Or you can think about something that you want to be real. If you think about it for long enough, if you feel it for long enough, then your body will just start moving in that direction. And manifestation is just inevitable. That's how I built this business. I just step by step, I did this the whole time, built a cycle, took action, built a cycle, took action, and it works so well. So, guys, you can take these tips, you can steal it, apply it in your life, and I really hope that you do, because I know it will work wonders. And if you haven't already, you can check out my brand new personal routine that I do every morning. All right. This is not just to help me generate the thoughts that I want, but this is to actually cleanse my whole system, all dynamics of who I am, so that I can really jump up in the morning, explode out of bed instead of slouching, pushing the snooze button 6 times. All right. If you want to know more, you can just click on the link in the little description or go to www.yourbestflow.com, and I'll see you on the other side. And thank you for listening.